Listening conversation is the best way to improve English. I assure you that after watching the full conversation you will learn a lot, so make sure to watch the video till the end. Let's begin. Hey Nick, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and what about you?
I've been feeling a bit frustrated lately. I've been applying for jobs.
Happy to hear. So, how is it going?
Not well. I think my English speaking skills might be holding me back.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Anna. I know job hunting can be tough. What seems to be the issue with your English?
Well, during interviews, I get nervous and stumble over my words. I feel like I'm not able to express myself as confidently as I would like to, and it's affecting my chances of landing a job.
I understand. It's totally normal to feel nervous during interviews. Have you tried practicing your responses beforehand, maybe with a friend or even by recording yourself?
I have tried practicing, but it still feels different in a real interview setting. I get self-conscious and my mind goes blank.
I get that. It might be helpful to focus on specific aspects of your English that you want to improve. Are there particular areas you struggle with, like pronunciation or vocabulary?
Pronunciation has been a challenge for me, especially when it comes to certain words. I've been working on it, but it's a slow process.
That's completely okay, Anna. Pronunciation can be tricky, but consistent practice can make a big difference. Have you considered joining any language clubs or online forums to practice with native speakers?
No, I haven't tried that yet. I guess I've been a bit hesitant about speaking with native speakers, fearing I might make more mistakes.
I totally get the fear of making mistakes, but remember, it's all part of the learning process. Native speakers can provide valuable feedback and help boost your confidence. Plus, they've likely faced language challenges themselves.
You're right, Nick. Maybe it's time to step out of my comfort zone and give it a shot. I do want to improve my English, not just for job interviews, but also for personal growth. Hey Nick, what's wrong today? You don't seem to be your usual self.
Nothing is wrong, Anna. I'm just feeling a bit down.
Is it because of what happened with that girl you like?
Yes, kind of. I just don't understand why no girls seem to like me.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great guy, Nick. You just haven't found the right girl yet.
But it's always the same story. They judge me based on my looks and never bother to get to know me.
I know it can be tough, but don't lose hope. The right girl will come along one day who will see your heart and not just your appearance.
Do you really think so, Anna?
I do. And in the meantime, focus on being the best version of yourself. Work on your hobbies and interests, and keep being the kind, caring person you are. That's what will attract the right person to you.
Thanks, Anna. You always know how to cheer me up.
Hey Nick, you seem a bit distracted lately. What's going on?
Oh, hey Anna. Well, there's this girl I really like, but I just can't gather the courage to tell her.
Aha, the classic crush situation. I get it. It can be nerve-wracking, but you've got to spill the beans eventually. What's holding you back?
I don't know, Anna. Fear of rejection, I guess. What if she doesn't feel the same way, you know?
Totally get that, Nick. Rejection is a tough pill to swallow. But you'll never know unless you try. What's the worst that could happen?
I suppose you're right, but what if it ruins our friendship?
True, that's a valid concern, but think about it this way. If your feelings are genuine, she'll appreciate your honesty. Besides, friendships can withstand a lot, and sometimes they can even grow stronger.
Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack. Jack was a kind and friendly person who always had a smile on his face. He had a best friend named Lily, who was just as kind and friendly as he was. Jack and Lily had known each other since they were little kids. They went to the same school, played together, and even went on vacations with each other's families. They were inseparable. One day, Jack fell sick and had to stay at home for a few weeks. Lily, being the caring friend she was, made sure to visit him every day. She brought him his favorite snacks and made him laugh with her silly jokes. Jack felt lucky to have such a wonderful friend. As they grew up, Jack and Lily continued to be the best of friends. They supported each other through thick and thin. When Jack's parents got divorced, Lily was there to comfort him. When Lily's dog passed away, Jack was there to lend a shoulder to cry on. Years went by, and Jack and Lily graduated from high school. They went to different colleges, but they still kept in touch. They talked on the phone, texted each other, and even visited each other during holidays. One day, Jack got a job in a different city. He was excited about his new job, but he was also sad to leave Lily behind. Lily, being the supportive friend she was, encouraged him to pursue his dreams. She told him that she would always be there for him, no matter what. Years went by, and Jack became successful in his career. He got married and had 2 kids, but he never forgot about his best friend Lily. He made sure to call her every week and visit her whenever he could. One day, Jack was feeling nostalgic. He decided to visit his hometown and meet up with Lily. When he saw her, he realized that she hadn't changed a bit. She was still the same kind and friendly person he had known since childhood. As they caught up with each other's lives, Jack realized that Lily was not just his best friend, but also his soulmate. He knew that he had to tell her how he felt. He took a deep breath and said, "Lily, I have something to tell you. I love you." Lily was surprised but happy. She had always loved Jack too, but never had the courage to tell him. They hugged each other tightly, knowing that they were meant to be together forever. From that day on, Jack and Lily became more than just best friends. They became partners in life, supporting each other through every up and down. And so, the story of Jack and Lily teaches us that true friendship can sometimes lead to true. It teaches us that the best relationships are built on a strong foundation of trust, respect, and
What do you think makes speaking English difficult for you?
I think it's that I don't feel confident. I get nervous about making mistakes.
That's very common. Do you practice speaking regularly?
Not really. I don't have anyone to talk to, and I feel silly practicing alone.
You don't need someone with you all the time. Have you tried speaking to yourself or thinking in English?
Thinking in English, how does that help?
It builds fluency in your mind. You train yourself to form sentences naturally without translating from your native language.
That makes sense, but what if I use the wrong words or grammar?
Mistakes are part of the process. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Are you comfortable with recording yourself speaking?
Not really. It feels awkward.
I understand, but listening to yourself can be eye-opening. You'll notice areas to improve and track your progress.
Okay, I could give it a try. What should I talk about?
Start with simple topics. Talk about your day, describe your surroundings, or even narrate what you're doing.
Like I'm brushing my teeth or I'm walking to the store.
Exactly. It's simple but effective. It trains your brain to stay in English mode. Have you tried watching videos or listening to podcasts in English?
I've watched some videos, but I mostly just listen. Should I be doing more with them?
Definitely. Listening is great, but to improve speaking, you should repeat what you hear. Pause the video and mimic how they say words and phrases.
Like copying their accent and tone.
Exactly. It's called shadowing. It helps with pronunciation and rhythm. Plus, it trains your mouth to form the sounds naturally.
I've never thought about that, but what if I can't keep up?
Start with short sentences. Focus on getting 1 or 2 lines right, then build from there. Have you ever practiced conversations using apps or tools?
I've used an app once, but I felt like it was robotic. It didn't feel real.
That's okay. Apps are useful for practicing vocabulary and sentence structure. But to make it feel real, you can join online language exchange groups. Have you tried that?
No, I didn't know about them. How do they work?
You connect with native speakers who want to learn your language. You teach them a bit of your language, and they help you with English. It's a win-win.
That sounds interesting, but I'm worried I'll freeze up or say something wrong.
Don't worry about perfection. Most people appreciate the effort. Plus, it's a safe space to practice, and don't forget to take it slow.
Taking it slow. What do you mean?
Don't try to use complex words or sentences at first. Keep it simple. Focus on being clear instead of perfect. Have you been practicing thinking in English, like we talked about earlier?
I tried this morning. It was hard not to switch back to my native language.
That's normal. It takes time. Start with just a few minutes a day. For example, when you're cooking or walking, describe what you see or do in English.
That's easier when I'm alone, but what about in public?
You don't have to speak out loud. You can think silently, like creating a mental dialogue. Pretend you're explaining things to someone in English.
Oh, like, the sky is so cloudy today. It might rain.
Exactly, and if you're brave enough, you can even try speaking to strangers in English. It could be as simple as asking for directions or ordering food.
That's scary. What if they don't understand me?
It's okay. Most people are patient. Just smile and try your best. Every small interaction builds confidence. Do you celebrate small wins?
Not really. I just focus on how much I still need to improve.
That's a common trap. Celebrate small victories, like learning a new word or finishing a sentence without hesitation. It keeps you motivated.
I guess I should. I never thought of that.
Good. Remember, consistency is key. A little bit every day goes a long way. How do you plan to make time for English practice?
Maybe I can do 15 minutes in the morning and another 15 at night. Is that enough?
It's a great start. The important thing is to stick to it. Over time, you'll see progress. Have fun with it. Learning a language should be an exciting journey.